Hey y'all, welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx, and today we're playing one of our top 6 biggest and best surprises, Cavum, designed by Wolfgang Kramer and Michael Kiesling, or Kiesling and Kramer as they're known, since can't have one without the other, I guess.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
Right. So published originally, or maybe not originally, but the version we're playing, published by Eagle Griffin Games. There's been quite a lot of Eagle Griffin games we've been doing.
Yep.
Pure coincidence, but interesting nonetheless.
They seem to have good taste.
Right?
They do.
Joined by 2 hosts of Heavy Cardboard and technical director behind Heavy Cardboard, Edward and Amanda Euler, and Matt.
Hey. Hello.
Hi. All right, cool. Thanks to everybody watching around the world, and after the fact, we definitely appreciate y'all. And also, thank you to our 255 patrons. It keeps climbing. Keep it up, guys. If you like supporting the show, we definitely appreciate it. So, if you're familiar with other track laying games, some aspects of Cavum are definitely going to be familiar with you, but hopefully there's enough twists and, well, explosions to keep you all interested. So, yeah. I guess we'll get started.
Okay.
Now, like other involved teachers, I'm going to take the cameras off, take the chat off temporarily, so that you guys can focus on the teach, because it is a little bit different in some aspects. All right. So cool. Let's go ahead and get started then. All right. All right. So Cavum. Players representing miners will be building mine shafts out here to then build mine stations in the mountain and cities. So cities out here, the mountain here, to discover veins of precious gems, prospect those gems, and either sell them for victory points, or create jewelry to then get more victory points at the end of the game. Whoever has the most points wins. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the main board, what you guys are looking at to start with. So we have the mountain here, which is where we're going to be building tunnels throughout. Now, these 6 tiles out here, ignore, this is strictly for an example here, but the setup, you have these 4 laid out here. You have the 1 tunnel there with a vein on it, and all the yellow gems are stacked on top. You have 5 different cities around the edge of the mountain here, which this being one city separated by period art, which is just to differentiate between the cities. So you have 1 here, 2 there, 3, 4, and 5. You have a victory point track, which is around the hex here. Might be a little hard to make out the numbers, but here's the interesting thing. Here's 0. We start at 20. That should tell you all that we're...
To give you an indication of what might happen.
Right, exactly. The fact that you will be potentially losing or spending victory points in this game, because there is no money in this game. There are 6 different tracks for the different gems. So you have the yellow gems, which will go here, and as Vanna up there, thank you. And then we have the buying pool. Now, there are 2 different things. Now, once I bring up the cameras and everything, you guys are not going to see all of this stuff that's off the board. This is the general supply and not available on a given turn. Only the stuff that is out here on the board is actually what's available in a buying pool. All right. Then we have the turn order, which is out there on the edge, the different turn order tiles. And last but not least, we have the order tiles down here at the bottom, which are basically recipes that you can fulfill throughout the game to be able to score points. So again, with the buying pool, we have different amounts of tiles. We start with 4, 6, 3, 4, 2 of the 3 exit tiles, 0 of the 2s. Then we have a total of 5 veins. We have a few 2 extra stations, and none of the dynamite are available at the beginning. Yeah, so that's actually the main board. Let's go ahead and show you guys the tableau real quick. So every player has a tableau that looks just like this. So it has a handy dandy little player aid that is extremely abbreviated right here, and all the details are omitted, but it still should be able to get you through the game. Then there are a total of 12 different things that will be on your tableau that you'll be able to use and build throughout turns. So you have the 4 different track tiles, you have 3 different stations, you have a vein, you have 2 basically turn-in tiles for extra things, you have a prospecting tile, and this one right here is actually going to be used for dynamite. Dynamite comes in 4 different varieties. It all looks like this, but it'll have a different number of exits on that, which will be dictated by which turn order you get or you bid for and select. And that will go here. So that's kind of just a high overview of the actual stuff that is in this game. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on the actual teaching. The game takes place over 3 turns with 4 phases per turn. The 4 phases are bid for turn order, take tiles and fill your tableau, then select order cards, or kind of a beginning of the turn. Then there's build tunnels and stations, discover veins, and prospect for that stones. Then city scoring and Cavum, i.e. explosions. And then lastly, sell precious stones. So first and foremost, bid for turn order, take the tiles, fill your tableau, and then select order cards. Sounds like a lot of stuff. It's actually really, really simple. So the first thing that's going to happen is we're going to bid for turn order. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we're only playing 3 players, but all 4 turn orders are still available.
Right.
The reason being that as we bid for these, you're going to select whoever the highest bid is, where in turn order you wish to go. With that comes the dynamite tile that is pictured on that. So it is possible that the second position is skipped in a 3-player game, okay, just to give you an idea. So at the beginning of the game, we're going to randomly choose the start order, and then whoever's first, we're just going to go clockwise from there. Bids of 0 are valid bids. You must increase the bid. And what are you bidding for? Or what are you bidding with? You're bidding with victory points. So once you pass, you're out. Once only the highest bidder is left, they select which position they want. So it doesn't mean just because you won the first auction, doesn't mean you're first, because maybe you want the dynamite tile with the 6 exits on it, so on and so forth. Then after that player selects that, then the remaining players then bid for the next one, so on and so forth, until everyone has a turn order tile. Then after that, you're going to actually take tiles.
Rob wants it up. He asked if it was okay to put it up. I don't see any reason why not.
All right, yeah, sure.
You can
All
see
right, that's
everything
fine.
else.
Okay, all right. So then after that, then players are going to take tiles. What does that mean? You're going to fill up your board like we've already done but you will have placed your dynamite right there. So that's all that is. And then last but not least, in the new turn order, players may select one of the order cards of their choice. And let me actually show you guys a couple of these to give you a close-up view of what these look like.
They're one of my favorite parts of the game.
Right, because you like the jewelry.
Yes, it's
little,
so pretty.
Little baubles there. So the different gems will correspond to the different trinkets that you can make, the jewelry, whatever you want to call it. These are the amount of victory points if you succeed in fulfilling that by the end of the game. This is the amount of points that you will lose if you fail to fulfill that at the end of the game. So pretty simple on that, yeah? Just basic recipe fulfillment in that respect.
And I like baubles. That's my favorite word.
Baubles?
Baubles. It's fun to say, and it definitely does.
I like the bee bubble.
The bee bubble.
After we have, if I may.
Sorry.
After we all have selected or chosen or not chosen one, you have the option of selecting one. Then we go back, starting over if there are any left, and then you may select another one if you wish. At that point, anything that's remaining will get a little 2 victory point marker on it to try and encourage folks to take it the next turn. The next round, we're going to add 5 more tiles out here in addition to whatever is left. So this could get quite a lot of tiles out here, or maybe not. If at any point somebody selects one that has one of the 2-point markers on it, they immediately peg their 2 points, and that's that. So there you go. So again, bid for turn order, fill up your player board, and then select these in turn order, one or multiple, all right, at a time. All right. After that, we get into the meat of the game, which is building tunnels stations, discovering veins, prospecting for those stones, which is, like I said, the meat of the game. So let's talk about building first. So let's take a look at Tableau. There are going to be, and indulge me, and let's say I decide I ended up being the first player, so I take one with 2 exits. That's what the dynamite looks like. So the building. Well, I can build these 5 tiles out here on the board as tunnels, and I have 3 stations in which I can build out there, as well as a vein I can place. So what are the rules for all these things? Out here on the board, every one thing that's on your Tableau, hold on, let me go back, sorry. Every one thing, there are a total of 12 things that you can do on your turn. So there are 3 stations, there are 4 regular tunnels, there's a dynamite, there is a vein, there are 2 turn-in tokens, and there is prospecting. On your turn, you're going to select to take 1 to 4 of these actions on your turn. So if I want, I just build this one. Or maybe I build this one, I place a vein and that. That's 3 actions. Cool. No harm, no foul. But I can choose 1 to 4 of these. Up to me. I might do 2, Matt might do 1, Amanda might do 4. So it's going to be to where as we take these actions, once you're out of actions, that's all she wrote. You might just be skipping until the other players have finished.
Happened before.
The last thing that happens on every player's turn is they can prospect, which is going to be allow them to actually acquire the stones that are out there in the mountain. So you go in turn order. We'll start with building tunnels, which you see we have already started to build some of them. Here are the prerequisites to building a tile or building a tunnel. It must be adjacent to another tile, and one tunnel must be continued on the adjacent tile. So for instance, if I were to place this tile out here, there are 2 exits in which if I'm going to place it here, I must honor one of them. I have to place it to where it connects to one of them. It does not have to connect to both. So I could do something like this. I could do something like this. Easy enough? Or it can be next to an occupied city space. So as we go along, and I'll explain this here in a little bit, an occupied city space is a city space with a cube on it. Unoccupied, occupied. All right? So you may build into an occupied city space that is occupied with one of your stations. Or you can build on top of a tunnel or a dynamite tile on the board. So let's say on my turn, I went ahead, I placed this one, then I placed some dynamite right here. Then as a third action, I placed the station. That's now 3. And then I look at this and I say, you know what? I can go ahead and build on top of an existing tile. So I could, the rules for placing on top of an existing tile are that it must have a larger number of of exits than the tile on which you're covering. This tile right here has 2 exits. So 1 on that hex, or a side, 1 on that hex side. This one has 4. Say I do something like that. That's legit. So that will have been 4 actions. 1, 2, 3, and 4 actions. Real simple. Dynamite is the exact same as regular tiles as far as placement rules. It just goes kaboom at the end of the round. That's the only difference, all right? You must tunnel into a vein before you can tunnel out of it. So for instance, starting out here, tunneled into a vein, then we can come out the other side. You can go out. Veins act like they have 6 exits on them, no matter what. You must tunnel into a city space. That's why here, and now on a subsequent turn, I could then tunnel out of this city space. However, no one else can. This is my city space, and city spaces are not adjacent to one another. So let's talk about building stations. Well, I showed you one already, which is building a city spot or building a station in a city. Another rule out here, or you can also build stations out here in the mountain itself. What are the rules for that? It cannot be built on tunnels that were built in a previous round. So for instance, I placed 1, 2, 3. If I chose not to build this one, I still could not build a station on this tile, here, here, or here, because those had already been built on a previous turn. Even if it was built by you, it doesn't matter. So as an example, I could have built this and then put a station on it immediately. That's okay because it's still this turn. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So it must be built this round. A tunnel or a station cannot be placed on a tile that is more than 1 high. Well, we know that that is there. I cannot place it there because that is more than 1 tile high. And you can't place it on dynamite. And you cannot place it on a vein. Veins look like these. Cool. Now, however, during the building, you can build over dynamite because, again, it's just like a regular tile, except it explodes at the end of the round.
It's just like a regular tile till the end of the round.
Right. So if somebody, whether it's me or someone else, were to come out here, again, 3 exits, 2 exits, so I can build on top of it, that's totally legit. Well, that's no longer dynamite exposed. So the dynamite will not explode at the end of this round. However, if there is dynamite that is put out there somewhere else, it is possible, and we'll use this as the example, that may chain react, but we'll get there here in a little bit. So to be able to build a station in a city tile, you have to be able to trace a path, regardless of how convoluted it is, back into the mountain to one of your stations. So again, indulge. Let's say this is how it was at the beginning of my turn. I say, okay, I'm going to build, say, I will build that for 1 action. I cannot build out here in the city yet because there must be a station. Start over. 1 action, 2 actions, 3 actions, and now I can place in the city because I can trace a path, a contiguous path, to one of my stations out in the mountain to then be able to place a city token. Does that, or a station in the city? That clear?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, good. Easy enough. You're only allowed 1 station per city hex. Now, I could have all of these potentially. I can't imagine that actually working out that way, but you could, but it's only 1 per city hex. And an opposing station does block the pathways to a player's own station. So if this were it had been differently, let's say it's like this, I cannot, oh, I can.
You can.
Yeah.
I can. All right, so if Amanda's station was right there, I could not build here because that blocks, just like in an 18XX, to where I cannot go through
It's
that station.
stationed.
Right. Whereas if it were here, I can trace a path to a station of my own color. Now I can place that.
Yep.
Cool?
Okay.
All right, that's an important aspect that I want to make sure doesn't get forgotten about. Cool? All right. And this is why I didn't want the chat up.
Oh, well, turn it off then.
All right. So, another action that you can take is discovering veins, which on your tableau, you have a vein. You're allowed to do this once per turn unless you use your buy-in tokens, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. So, to be able to discover a vein it's kind of a misnomer because you're not really discovering it. You're placing it. You're saying, hey, all right, it cannot be placed, or it must be placed on an empty tunnel And it cannot be placed directly on the board, meaning out here. It cannot be placed next to a city space, so it can't be placed out on that tile, for instance. And it cannot be placed next to an existing vein, meaning right here it could not. However, I could place it, say, there. The moment I place that vein, I take 4 precious stones from any available, starting with the lowest value. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I would take these 4, and it must all be from the same color. Place them out there. Good to go. Veins never interrupt pathways, and it acts like it has 6 exits all of a sudden. However, once the last gem is removed from that, from players getting them, whatever, from prospecting, we then take that vein off, and all of a sudden, oh, hey, that's what's left.
Yep.
So that drastically could change the way you can trace paths in the mine.
Because it went from 6 exits to 4 or less.
All right. So then another option are the option tiles right here. So everybody has 2 option tiles, which you can exchange for any item in the buy pool. Again, the buy pool is any dynamite that exists, the additional stations, and the regular tokens, as well as a vein. So on your turn, you can exchange a buy option. So I discard this back into the pool, and I can select any one thing, and then I immediately must use it, whatever it is. Placing it out, following the normal rules for placement for whatever it is. However, that's only one action. The action was actually taking your option token, discarding it, taking something, and placing it out on the board. That is one action. Then, last but not least, you have prospecting, and that must be the last action. Now, you do not have to take all of your actions. However, there are a couple of things that you must do. You have to turn in your stations. You either turn them in back into the buy pool, or the vein must be returned back to the buy pool. That is an action. So any of these and these are the ones that must be done, and then you can prospect. You never have to lay the other tiles. If you don't, you just basically discard them. All right. So prospecting, what is prospecting? You discard it, and then only once per turn, again, it must be your last action. It must begin and end at your own station. So let me put this one back up there as the example. Yep, this will work just fine. And let's say there were only 1 left there. These had already been taken. So on my turn, I must start at a station and end at a different one of my stations, and I must trace a path, contiguous path from station to station. It can include multiple ones of your stations. It just cannot include other people's stations because other people's stations block your path. So you can start anywhere you want, but it's one straight path. The rules for this are you can only hit each tile once, and you only take 1 stone from every vein that you pass. So if I start here I start out here, I can come here, trace over here, hit this. I would take this into my tableau. It removes that vein immediately. Following through, there, boom, good. We're good to go. Now, if there had been multiple veins, I could have collected multiple stones. And you'll see this as we go along and we actually play. You'll see how convoluted some of these routes can take so that you can collect multiple 4, 5, 6 of these stones. Now, I could not collect the yellow stones here because I can't trace a path to a different station. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a Roach Motel. You can enter, you cannot leave.
Exactly, right.
Or Hotel California.
Right. Then, once you've taken those stones, you then place them face down, so it's hidden, trackable information. For those of you who don't like that, you can always play with it face up. I'm going to have mine face up for the camera, obviously, but just FYI. And you're going to, later on, either sell these or use them for recipe fulfillment. After everybody has prospected, we are then going to go into city scoring. And let's make this Give me one moment. There. So after everybody is prospected, we score each of the 5 cities out here on the board. We're just going to score this one as the example. So you must be able to trace a path from your station to a station inside the mine, just like being able to place the station. So I can trace a path to mine, good to go. Amanda can trace a path to hers, good to go. Cool. So we get to score based on the number of empty spaces that are in that city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We each would peg 5 points. Okay. However, if Matt were out here, and let's say through some explosions that had happened previously, he had this, he was able to place it due to something being out here previously. Let's indulge me. Let's say there were, that's a bad example. Let's say it just exploded and it's discarded out here. This is now an empty space. It cannot be built over by anybody, but as far as scoring, it counts as an empty space. So if it were like this, Amanda and I still would score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. So that's city scoring. After we have scored cities, boom, goes the dynamite. All visible dynamite explodes. What does that mean? Everything that is in that stack. So if there were multiple tiles underneath this dynamite, the entire stack would go away. So this will blow up, and everything adjacent to it that isn't a station nor a vein will explode. So this blows up. This blows up. Only the top one in adjacent areas. So those have now blown up. Oh, hey, we just exposed more dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite. That will blow up, and that will blow up. However, notice that this one did not because it's stationed, okay? And again, only the top one on that one did. So that is what would be left at the end of the explosions. So now you can see, oh, hey, I can no longer, nor can Amanda, trace a path back. We have some work to do.
Yep.
It's a good
All
thing
right.
city scoring happens before the explosion.
Exactly. All right. So then, after that, if there are adjacent dynamites, so for instance, if there were dynamite out here that were adjacent like so, then you just pick one to start with, blow everything up, then start with the next one, blow everything up. And really, who doesn't like blowing stuff up, right?
Not many people.
All right. After that, we get into selling of the precious stones. So everybody, starting with whoever's the first player, and starting with the yellow color. If you say, "Hey, I want to sell yellow," you have to actually show a yellow token in your hand. Say, show. Even if you have 5 of them, you must show one of them to show that you're allowed to bid on this. Now, if, let's say, this were like so, it's a reverse auction. I say, I show a yellow token in my hand, a yellow gem, and I say, okay, I'm going to start the bidding. I'm willing to sell this for 7 each, which is the maximum I can sell yellow for because that's the highest number that's shown. Well, Matt then shows one of the yellow tokens and says, you know what? I'm willing to sell it for 5. Amanda doesn't have any yellow token, any yellow stones. She passes. She's out. And now it comes back to me. Am I willing to undercut? No, I'm not. So then Matt can choose to sell a minimum of 1, a maximum of all that he has for 5 points each. And then he fills up the board based on starting at the highest number going down. We do that for every stone going clockwise, starting from the yellow stones. Any questions on that?
No.
All right. Then we're going to go into a sale with order cards. So maybe Amanda had yellow tokens, but she had one of these in her tableau. And she says, okay, now I'm going to sell it, quote unquote, or basically discard it onto this recipe, to this order card, to then show, okay, I fulfilled the yellow aspect on it. Now I just need the purple. So on and so forth. We do that 3 rounds. Then at the end of the game, we go into a final, we do a final city scoring at the end of the game. Then we get penalized for any order cards that we have not scored. If you have fulfilled any of these order cards, you will have gotten the points the moment you
Got 'em
fulfilled it
already.
during that point. And then we go into a final sale, which that's a little bit wonky, and we'll actually go into that when we actually get to that point. That's it. That's all we got. So, no, dynamite will not blow an adjacent dynamite before it can go off. You trigger one dynamite explosion, complete it, and then go through the rest. Cool. That's it. That's all we got. So let's bring on the cameras. We will reset everything. Hi, welcome back, everybody, and we will get started. So let me reseed the board here, guys. So any questions while we're waiting on this? And make sure I don't think I messed with those. I did not.
Can you put those up?
There.
Those stay. That all stays there.
Yep.
Those go back over there, please.
And
I should have a 3 and a 4 exit.
here's your 4.
Okay,
Here's a 3.
good.
Giovanni has his money on Ash.
Who's not even playing?
Right.
It doesn't matter.
I don't like your bet there. All right, place your bets on who you think will win, and we will get started. And if there's any questions, some of this obviously is better with examples when you see during live play, so we'll go from there. So we start out with bid for sequence, randomized turn order. Thank you. Here, I got it. First player is me. All right. So I'm looking at this. So going early in turn order gives you a limited dynamite. Going late in turn order gives you a more versatile piece of dynamite. Let's see. All right. I'll go ahead and start the bidding at 1. I'm willing to sacrifice 1 point for options.
I'll go 2.
3.
I will pass. Matt?
I will pass.
All right, so Amanda loses 3 points.
1, 2, 3.
And choose your player order.
3.
She's going third. All right. Put it up here so folks
Oh,
can
yeah,
see.
there we go.
You go. All right. Now it begins again with me and Matt for turn order. I will go 1.
I'll go 2.
I will pass. And like that, I'm winning the game. All right, cool. So which order would you like to go, sir?
I'll take the 4.
Well, all right. And keep yeah, there you go. Perfect. Well, in this case, I will go ahead and go second, which is really first. So everybody gets their dynamite tiles, respectively. So these come from off the supply. And, well, technically, actually, it should be there. That's
Yeah, it
what's
should be from
left,
there,
right?
right?
We should have put it out there. And then I took that one. All right. So now this is what player board looks like at the beginning of the first turn. So I have my 3-edge dynamite, and we're ready to rock and roll. Oops. Let's fix that a little. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Good. Perfect. All right. So, Amanda, I am first, aren't I? So, taking turn or order cards now, which are these guys out
The
here.
bubbles.
A lot of points out here. So 7 points for 1 extra gem. Sure, don't mind if I do. So I will select that one. And then we go, Amanda, you're next.
I will take the B bubble.
And I will
And
take,
you do not have to take one, remember.
I will take the 21.
Would you like another
Pretty
one?
green and yellow ring.
So now it starts back at me. Yellow, blue, white. Yeah, you know what? I will. I will select the 28. It's taking a risk, but that's okay. And Amanda, do you wish to take the
I do
last
not.
one? Matt, do you?
I pass.
All right, so we go ahead and put out a little 2-point marker and to show y'all what it looks like. Now, those are my goals that I have right now for the end of the game. All right, so now we go into our action build. So let me talk about this again. The places you're allowed to build are from existing tile or from veins or from occupied cities. Obviously, there are no occupied cities right now, so you cannot place out there. Stations, I mean. So I will, how do I want to build this? You're allowed 4 builds total. So I will go ahead and take out that one and a station first off. So we will go ahead and work my way down towards that. And since I just built it, I'm allowed to then station it. And then that's 2. I will go ahead and place this for 3. And I'm good. I'm done. That's it. So this is what my tableau looks like now. So I've placed this one, and one of my stations. I chose to take 3 actions. That's it. Amanda, it is your honor.
Okay. I'm going to place a 1 here and station as well. Then, let's see. Let's do this 3. So that's 3 actions.
And we keep going until we've taken, all of us have prospected, essentially.
Right.
Or elected not to, but you're probably going to want to prospect.
Let's see, then I will, actually I'm going to be done, so.
Okay, Matt, you're up.
All right.
Yeah, Video Vault. This definitely is a unique game. The people that don't like this game tend to not like it because of the explosions, because the chaos, but it's all player-driven chaos,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm really okay with this. In fact, we all are, actually.
Try something slightly different.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there and there.
Very nice.
You have to station in the mountain first.
So station in the
So
mountain.
that would be 3.
And then you can do it.
And then you could
4.
do 4.
Perfect.
All right, cool. All right, back to me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got it. All right. So I know what I'm doing this turn. Now it's just a matter of mapping. Yep. So I will go ahead and place this, in both of my stations for my 4 actions, all right? So here we go. So we're going to come down here. You know what? We'll do it this way first. 1, 2. Oh, I lied. I'm actually going to place a vein here. And I will choose, looking at my, what gems I have, I'll go ahead and start with the, I'll start with the purple ones. So throw 4 of those on there. And I will go ahead and station this city here because I can trace a path out here to my station. We're good to go. Cool. That's my 4 actions. I'm done.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to turn in my option for
Okay.
let's do a 6 tile, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so is that 1 action or 2? Turning it in and
Just
then placing
one.
it?
That is the exchange option
Okay.
is just 1 action.
Okay, so that whole thing was 1 action.
Correct.
Okay, then 2nd action? No. 2nd action?
Nope, it's got to go on top of
It has to?
a
Okay.
tunnel.
Okay, then we'll do that.
So show folks. That's 2.
2, 3. I'm also going to do purple. and 4.
Done. Matt.
All right. We'll go 1.
Alex is asking, any particular reason why you want to put the 2 ways counter first? I'm not sure what he means by 2 ways.
Don't know what he's talking about.
So what are you thinking, Matt?
There. 1.
He's thinking about how to get purple.
Yeah. 2. 3. Then I'll turn this in. For that.
4.
Nice.
4.
There you go. Well done. All right. So I would like to get access to those yellow gems, which I do not have access to right now. 1, 2. So I was thinking about stationing right here because that would block off Matt.
You can't.
How? Huh?
You can only station if it's
You're
minutes
right.
down.
I can't. Right. I didn't. And you can't build on top of a 6 because you can't go more than 6.
So there's really
Good
nothing
call.
you can do there.
Good call. That's right. So I want access to the yellow one. So I'm actually going to turn in one of my option tiles here. So I'll just flip that over and keep it since you get those back here at the beginning of the next turn. And I will go ahead and place that's good.
There you go.
So that's 1. I will place station 2.
What you thinking?
Let's see.
Dynamite.
That'll be 3. And I'll stop there. Done with 3 actions.
Okay. For my first action, I'm going to station here in the city. And let's see. I also want those yellow gems. So let's turn in that option for... Let's do a 3. Can I have the 3, please? Thank you.
A flux capacitor.
It does
Right.
look like a flux capacitor. Then I'm going to place this dynamite right here. So that...
Oh, yeah, I guess one thing I didn't explain is after things blow up, they come back into the bidding, into the buying market.
Yeah, they don't
Okay,
just
right.
disappear.
Right. Yeah. So just to be clear.
Okay,
so I
so
guess
that-
technically that isn't there yet.
So
Sorry.
that's my 3. I'm just going to do 3.
Okay, Matt.
All right.
So I'm curious for those that are watching. Have you guys played this before? Are you familiar at all with this? Other than us having talked about
Right.
it, multiple
And
times
reviewed
and
it.
having reviewed it and everything.
I'll play this to turn in for a 3 as well. Put it right there. And then I will place the vein on it. And let's go with something different. How about some other side? How about some green?
I am okay with green. Not really my favorite, but I'll deal with it. That's
well,
fine.
we all know yellow is your favorite color.
Right. That's really a crappy place for him to place that, by the way. I'm not sure if he realizes this. And the reason is, if he had placed it, I don't know, say here, I then could have placed another vein here. But you can't have veins directly adjacent to one another, and you can't have them adjacent to the city. So I can't do that. Grr. Are you done, Matt?
I am done.
So right now, I can trace a path from here through this vein, over through this vein, to a station, through that vein, and finish at that station to be able to claim all 3 of those. You know what? Wait, I might be able to. Nope, I can't get a 4th one. I'm trying to figure out a way to get access to that. And I don't have enough actions to be able to do it. So I will. Well. Oh, yeah, let's have some fun with this. All right, so I am going to turn in my option tile, and then I'm going to prospect. So my option tile will come out. Then I will select I will take a vein, and I will... It doesn't help me, does it? Well, hold on. That works. I will apparently hook up Amanda on accident. Let me get the white jewels, please. Stones, other end.
That's the only thing that irritates me about this.
And they're backwards.
Yeah.
From what you would think.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I think we read left to right, so one is always on the left. I think they're right. No?
But I've never been able to. It has always messed me up.
All right. So that's one action. And then I'm going to prospect for my last action. All right. So here we go. Starting here. I will come through here, go through this, acquire that. Over, 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 acquire this. Through to this one. But now we're going to actually come over this way, come over, through that, through the dynamite, and finish at that station. So that ended up giving me these 4 jewels, which no one remembers that I took other than you guys at home and me. So I have those 4 now from my very first prospecting. And I'm done until y'all are done prospecting and doing all your stuff.
Okay. Let's see. Well.
Yeah, Lori, this is my favorite K&K game, and I think the only one that I've played that I thoroughly enjoyed. We haven't played Porta Nigra yet, but want to.
Can I station here since it takes me?
Can you trace a path into the mountain into one of yours? Then the
But
answer is yes.
empty spaces would be better for you, though.
But if I have,
I guess you score it
if I
twice.
score it
Yeah,
twice that way.
exactly. Every cube will score, right. So she would score 10 instead of 6.
Then I will
Prospect?
prospect.
All right, go for it.
Okay.
Follow from 1
Let's
to
see.
1, however you can do it.
Okay. And I can go through them twice, yes?
No, you cannot.
Okay. Then that might be a problem. So if I go, I can't get this. So if I,
You're correct.
so 1 to here, through there, here, that, and that.
There you go.
So
Done.
I only get 2.
You could
Correct.
go through here, into there, and out, couldn't you?
Yes, you can. Actually, starting
What?
here, come up, through, over,
I could.
there, and back through. So yes, you would get all 3.
and I would get all 3. Okay.
But there's your one gimme.
Thank you.
You're on your own at
Okay.
that point. All right.
All right. Then I'm done.
Does player interaction decrease with only 2? It does not, we have noticed. Now, obviously, well, it decreases, but I won't say that there isn't any.
It was still very, we played it, it was still very enjoyable.
Yeah, definitely enjoyable as a 2-player game. Yep.
All right.
Have not played Coal Baron, Lori. And unfortunately, this got a lot more scarce and a lot harder to come by after our review.
Sorry.
So sorry about that, y'all.
I think I've played Coal Baron, so I can't really speak to it if I'm not really sure.
Obviously, it left
Made a very
memorable
lasting
mark,
impression.
right?
Palaces of Carrara we like. We've only played it a couple times.
Yep. Like this way more though.
Yeah.
Throw this out here just for fun.
Oh, for funsies.
For funsies. And then I'm going to go from here to here, through here to there. So
Okay.
I'm only going to get 2.
So you're prospecting as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Prospecting 15 as well.
All right. So after now here we'll follow along on the here. So we have prospected. Now we do city scoring and then explosion. All right. So city scoring. So right now there are only 3 cities that score. Matt, would you like to go first, sir? Can you trace a path from the city into the mountain to a station?
I can.
All right. Cool. So score it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. 5 for red. And yellow can, at least for now, there, whoop, there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 points for yellow. Amanda?
So there and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 10.
27.
Here we go.
All right, that is city scoring, and now, kaboom. All right, it doesn't matter where you start. Actually, we'll start with the easiest one, which is this one, because it's only that tile goes away. That's it, because station, vein.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can do, for funsies, that one, and that one goes away. And then, kaboom, both of those go away. Those now go out onto the board. And then we go into the color sale, which is right here. Color with the extraneous U, unless you're British.
It's not extraneous.
Yes, it is, because we're American and it's Independence Day today. Therefore, it's an extraneous U.
Happy Treason Day or whatever that's
Yeah, the ungrateful colonials that we are. All right, so the color sale. So now I have to make a decision with these. Do I want to keep these for these? Or do I want to sell them for points? So I'm looking at these, and inner monologue here to where they can't hear me. Green right now is a maximum of 4. The rest of these, I could sell the yellow for 9, or I could go ahead and complete that. So I'm thinking I might hold those back. We will see. All right? All right, so now, starting with player 1, which is me, we start with yellow. Do I wish to sell yellow? I do not. Player 2, do you wish to sell?
No.
Player 3, do you wish to sell? Or technically 2, 3, 4, but you get the idea.
Yeah,
Matt?
I do not.
All right, so no yellow. Red does not exist. It's full, so we won't. So we go to green. Does anybody wish to sell green? I do not.
Nope.
I do not.
Blue is not for sale. We go to white. I elect not to.
Me either.
I don't either.
All right, and we go to purple, which is awfully tempting.
It is very beautiful.
That is awfully tempting. I will not. Amanda?
I will not.
Matt?
I'll go 8.
Okay, well, you're the only one selling it, so go for it. So, on the track.
Oh, on the track, yes.
There we go. 8 points.
Giovanni threw some tea in the harbor for us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate
Good
that.
looking out. All right, so that's the sale, and now fulfill order cards. Well, I am going to go ahead and fulfill one. So we will yellow, blue, and white. I'll go ahead and get 22 points. For yellow, please.
That's 22.
66.
Okay, here you go. It goes fast.
It does. It does. Would anybody else like to add gems onto their
I would.
baubles?
I would like to put a
Okay.
purple and a yellow on my bee bubble. And that would be fulfilled for 15 points.
Yep.
For blue. Just do it.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I got that
You?
right. I choose not to.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So those are done. So these will go back into the supply. There, and yonder. All right. So that is completed and scored. Done. So then we start a new turn. So the sequence order cards are placed back out there. 5 new order cards are put out, if you will, Amanda. And then we start bidding for turn order, rinse and repeat. Now, if you notice, it does get a lot more interesting here because now out here on the main board, things have changed
A little bit.
a bit. Yeah, a touch. Less so for me, but some for me. So there is that. All right, so bidding for turn order. It starts with the existing player. So that was me, and then it'll go to Amanda, then so on and so forth. I'll go ahead and start the bidding at 2. Amanda?
I don't know. 3.
I'll pass.
4.
5.
Pass.
Can you put me down, please?
Because now we're trying to juggle between being able to get a better dynamite. Here you go, man. As well as you notice there's only 2 gems left on those. So if you're going to go third, it's possible you may end up not getting the access to those gems because they might have been tapped out. So starts with me. I'll go ahead and start the bidding at 3. Matt?
I'll pass.
I will go third, please, and drop me back 3. And Matt?
Guess I'll go second.
All right.
We all both. need
Oh
to
yeah,
fill out
well
boards up.
now everybody needs to fill out their boards, which go ahead and grab everything off of the supply, not from the buy area.
T-Rex arms.
Oh, gotcha. So what one did I get here? There. You got your dynamite already.
I need a vein and 3 stations, please.
And I need one of all. Did you get the vein? Okay.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. There. So now, due to the explosions, that's what we have left in the actual buy area. So there's my board going last, and now notice we have that one there, and we do have that one there. These are not buyable because we haven't blown them up yet. Nobody has taken any of their additional stations that are available. There are 5 veins left. There's still no 2 end connections, and then we have 1 of each of these, and we have 3 of the 6s. And there we go. Game
All right.
on. Starting. So we're going counterclockwise, starting with Amanda.
I'm going to take this and get 2 points to blue, please.
Oh, we should have done that already. I apologize. Yeah, right. Before we start, right.
Oh, I'm
you're
sorry.
doing
That's
good.
what I thought you
No,
wanted me to do.
yeah. No, you're good. Matt, do you wish to select any
Nico,
of
that's
those?
exactly what happened.
I will
He fulfilled a piece of jewelry.
Oh,
for
wait.
22
Did I go
points.
from 22 to... Wait, it was...
Yeah, it was 22 points, baby.
Oh, no, I can't add. 24 plus 22 is 46. So 46, hold on, minus 3 is 43 I should be at. Thank you. Good catch. I'm apparently trying to cheat really badly. It's a little bit tighter. There you go. My
Oh.
bad.
Matt and I can't do math, so
Yeah.
we
And
go
I
by what he says.
yeah, my bad. And
we trust your math. And
Yeah.
And
sometimes that's bad.
I fail. I'm sorry.
Well, that's the worst thing that you fail at today, other than bonking your knee.
Oh yeah. So can talk about the while Matt decides if he's going to take one. So we had an issue with my Tableau camera. Just wasn't working. It decided to take a day off. Obviously Matt got it working, so thanks Matt. And then I raked my shin on the end of the table.
Yeah, on the corner.
Yeah. So that didn't
He
go so well.
he did yell a little
Punched the wall.
at me.
Didn't yell at you.
Yeah, you did.
I'm worried about getting too greedy. I mean, it's only a couple of points, so I will go ahead and take this 15 one. Squirrel, you're up. Cheat big or go home. Hey, just make it obnoxious like that. It's too audacious for anyone to notice, right?
Oh man.
No, I appreciate it, Miko, but we understand you must not have chosen me. No worries. That's all right. Yeah, so that was that's why we got a bit of a late start today, but appreciate everybody being patient today.
I'll take
Matt?
the biggin.
I will pass.
I too shall pass, so we will go ahead and put out 2 victory point markers on them. And now we begin on building, starting with Amanda. Are you guys able to follow along? Is it making sense now that we've gone through 1/3 of the game, except for the final sell-off, which is a really clever catch-up mechanic in this game?
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, pretty much like that, Chris. Pretty much exactly like that. Now I have
And
the
now you
hiccups.
have the hiccups.
That's not annoying.
Okay, so let's do
Which seems
This
appropriate.
one.
Bomb MK talking about dynamite.
2,
This has me hooked.
3. I don't need that anymore, but I do need that. 1, 2. Can't have 2 veins next to each other, and
Correct.
you can't have a vein next to a city.
So is that more for your benefit that you're...
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's take this back. Let's not do that.
Okay.
Okay. Third over. Okay. Let's.
Having played Bang, Scott, how does it
Dang it.
differ? Or is that a... was that a kind of a sarcastic one there? It's not like the
No,
color
let's do that.
palette is muted, but I really like it
Oh, I
in
love
this
it.
game.
It's so pretty.
So that's 2,
2.
and you're allowed a maximum of 4.
3. Oh, stop it.
And if I didn't make it clear, when you cover tiles,
4.
you do not have to honor existing exits.
Right.
You just must connect to one adjacent or one exit on every excuse me, on every tile, so that it's adjacent to. So just as an FYI, okay, so this is not like an 18XX or Age of Steam where you have to honor existing
Nope.
track lays. Oh, Dynamite and Bang just hurts everyone. It can in this one too. But it's
Maurice, bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to cover the mic whenever I sneeze. I apologize, and hopefully it's a one-off.
Yeah, that'll work.
Allergy's been kicking lately.
Oh my gosh, it's awful. I'm dying.
Not literally.
Go.
Well, no, literally I am.
1,
Everybody's dying.
2, 3.
Seems kind of selfish. A little, maybe. You know, just saying.
And
Seems selfish.
4. I'm going to put some weight on there.
All right. So 4 gems out there. All right. Well, let's see. This is inner monologue, so no one here is watching. So we go here, there, come through here, there, through here, there. All right. Well, I will, for my first action, go 1, 2.
Where did that come from, Rob? Is it Friends or Seinfeld?
That
I can't
is
remember.
3 and I will use, okay, so I've done 3 actions so far. 1, 2, wait, have I? Yeah, and 3, my third, my first station. And my third one, I'm actually going to go ahead and use one of my option tiles here to then turn it in because there's only one X out here. So I will go ahead and go there for 4. So now for those, since again I'm doing this by myself, it comes here, there, around, and stops there. So I hit everything right now except for this guy.
Show off.
And I'm done. Well, wait, you didn't hear that. That was inner monologue.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's me, right? Because what number? Oh, you're 3 and you're 2. Okay.
We're going counterclockwise.
Cool story, bro.
Amanda's in a bit of a mood today. So.
All right, let's see. No. Let's do this instead.
Okay, cool. Scott, never played that, but cool to be able to have some kind of reference like that. That's good. Giovanni says, y'all are immortal, streaming heavy games until the end of days. I'm on board with that.
Okay, that's 2.
What'd you do? I missed it.
I put this down and
Okay.
then stationed it.
All right.
Then 3, 4. I think. Let's do that. 3, 4.
I'll show folks the 3.
4.
And what gem would you like on there?
I would like.
The aquamarine over there?
No.
I would recommend that.
No.
No, I think you should.
No.
For reals.
No.
REALZ.
Z?
Yes.
Let's do green, please.
Okay.
Right. I'm done. My 2.
Yeah.
So what's your inner monologue saying, Matt?
How can I get through more gems? And let's
Right. I am overlooking something, aren't I? Yes, you are. Okay.
So I can still do another one.
That'll work. Okay, I has a plan. Cool. All right.
Don't need that for there.
Thanks, Vince.
Vince says, I decided to get something special for the heavy cardboard crew today since living in China, getting paid in Chinese yuan makes it hard to do the whole Patreon thing. Well, thank you. All right. He says, and it made me think of the Chinese character for elephant, which is Zhang, I think Zhang, which has 3 parts on top of each other, a knife, a mouth, and a pig. Elephant. Really?
That's interesting.
I had no idea. That's pretty cool. And thank you. That's exciting.
1,
You said
2,
Chinese pens?
3.
That'd be awesome.
Turn this guy in for a vein.
Again,
There.
selfish.
He's gonna say aquamarine, but just, even though you have known.
Oh, I was thinking.
I guess I can't do 4. But
Okay, so there's a good teaching lesson. So there were only 2 yellow, ergo you can only do 2, but you are allowed to do a partial vein. All right.
Trace?
Yeah, so I am going to, here's what I have left on my board. So I will go ahead and go here for 1, and here for 2, and this for 3 for sure. That's as far as I've gotten so far. Well, yeah, stay on target. All right, so we will go 1, 2, 3, because I can trace back to a number of mine. So that's 3. I'm not happy about this. And then I will exchange with my second exchange, and I will go ahead and take this dynamite. And Zuteler. Maybe I won't, because all of a sudden I realize that's going to hurt me more than it hurts them. But does it? No. Well, yeah. All right, I will. Go ahead and place it right there. Done. That's 4, Amanda.
Okay, I'm gonna turn in my thing here for a let's do just a straight, please.
No. Those are not available, man.
Oh, my bad. Then a 3
The last 3.
is your last one. That won't work either. Okay, fine. A 6. Not the last one. Thanks. Right there.
Amanda, crushing our points. Anything else?
What has to be used? All 3 of these have to be
Your
used?
exchange has to be used as an action. Even if you don't take anything with it, you still have to turn it in.
Okay. So that was 1, 2. I'm just going to not do anything and go ahead and prospect.
Okay?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, thank you, because you could have been a lot...
How?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Well, wait a minute. 1, 2, oh. 3,
Yep,
4. That's as far as I can't go there
correct.
because I can't get back.
These
to
2 are blocked off to
Okay.
you.
All right,
That's the last time you get a gimme, though.
done.
Matt?
All right.
So just because Amanda prospected does not mean that Matt and I have to prospect now. It's just, she's just done hanging out now.
Do I have to place the dynamite to prospect?
Do not.
You have to do the 2.
Yeah, actually, I just want to double check, make sure I'm not lying to myself here. Okay. This is the most confusing aspect of this game is, and this is actually in the FAQ, so I'm just going to read this, so bear with me. Can a player choose to refrain from taking one or more of their 12 actions? The answer is yes and no. Technically, the action is still taken in each instance. However, the specific execution of the action may be optional. Each time it's a player's turn, they must take at least 1 action and can at most take 4, just like we have been, or as few as 3 different turns, taking 4 different turns, right? Or 4 different actions on each turn. However, of the 5 different options potentially available for an action, laying a tunnel / dynamite, building a station, discovering a vein, using an option tile, and prospecting, 3 of them, which are building a station, discovering a vein, and using an option tile, are optional during a turn but still count as an action. If the player cannot or does not want to use these actions, the vein tile or the station is simply placed into the buy pool. Okay? And in the case of the option tile, it's placed in a supply and you... And that player moves the score marker up 3 points instead of taking in another available action. So that's one that I totally dropped the ball on. So
Gotcha.
Amanda will get
Points.
3 points for skipping her option. Okay, sorry.
I vaguely remember us doing that
Yeah,
before.
yeah, I do too. So my bad on that. So hopefully, hey, the good news is we didn't miss it because we caught it. So now, Matt, to answer your question, you either discard your buy tile, your dynamite, whatever. The important thing to note, I guess, here is if you choose to elect to not take some of your stuff, it doesn't stay on it on your
You
board
don't get,
for
like,
the next
piled on
turn.
top of.
It just goes away and you refill. You refill.
You don't
Okay.
get extra stations
Right.
or extra
However,
veins.
well, the stations you have extra buy
No,
actions for
like,
that.
they
But
stay
yes,
here.
correct. Yep.
All right, well, I think it's important that I prospect now.
Why?
Oh, no reason.
No, seriously, why?
Because I need that. I don't want you taking it.
Huh? No,
So-
I tell folks.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
why?
I want to get this, and I don't want it to be gone.
And there's only one of them left.
Right.
And so that's why he's thinking about not dragging his feet. Now, you can still take other actions.
Yeah, and I might as well do this. So it cuts me off there. But it'll get me some extra points, and it'd be really easy to put back.
So, contemplating your dynamite.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and put it there.
I was about to have to mark one on the board. Thought you were going to put it here. Although, really, it's already going to...
It's already gonna.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's all right. I'm just... Yeah.
Then I chuck this and prospect.
All right, so 3 points for chucking your buy option. Okay, and
All
prospect.
right, so I'm going to go through here.
So, technically starting at this one, because you don't need that, right?
Sure.
Okay.
So through this one, I'll take this.
And the vein comes off.
It comes off. Which I guess kind of I'll have to go this way now. That way, go through here, get that. Go through here, get that. Go through down through here, get that. Go through here, get that.
And finish it one of those.
Yeah, finish
Cool.
it either one of those.
All right, well done. Wow, how many gems did you get? 5?
5.
Well done. Well,
I got 7.
okay. Huh. Okay. It's temporary, but those are gonna almost clear out anyway. So, all right. So I'm gonna take my last 4 available actions if I can, which are those 4. All right. So let's do this. So first and foremost, I will place this guy here because what I'm thinking, I'm just mapping this in my head. There, there. So the only 2 I'm not getting access to right now are these 2, and I want to see if I can change that. I don't have an exchange tile, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do any of that. Alrighty. So I do have a station, so what can we do? Maybe I don't do that. I hate you guys killing it on the city points, and I am struggling pretty bad on that. All right, well, I have plenty of connection to be able to get down here, so it's only worth an extra few points, but why not? As far as a vein, yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's go ahead and protect myself a little bit. Put that there. I will take the aquamarine now, please. And we're going to prospect. All right. So let's see if... I'm going to start over here, through there, come down around here, through there, around, and that. So I'm hitting everything but these 2. So if you'll help me out since I got to reach.
Where are you going?
Yep. No, here. Follow along.
Yep.
There.
Okay.
To here.
Okay.
There to here.
Okay.
To here. Straight across to there. Through that. Through here and finish at that one.
Actually, you have to stop there.
Why? No. Because you go through.
Okay.
It's just okay. So as I went through this vein right here, as I made it, it disappeared.
Okay.
Basically, is how that works.
It disappears behind you, not in front of you?
Correct.
All right.
Right.
It's like poof.
Right. All right. So these are my gems now. There we go. All right, cool. So now that that is done, we all have actually here, we'll come back here. We all have prospected. Whoop. And now we go into city scoring and then kaboom. Okay. All right, so city scoring, start up yonder. Matt, can everybody trace paths? I believe we can, right?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay, all right, so 3 points apiece because there's 3 empty spaces up there.
3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, this city, I can trace a path here. So 1, 2, 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, and here Matt can trace a path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. And go for it.
I can here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10.
All right, that's city scoring, and now kaboom. All right, Matt, go for it. You want to start on your end?
All right, so this one here, this goes away, the 2 beside it, and this one.
Yep. Hold on, keep these separate because these all go back onto the board. Go ahead, as you guys explode, I'll put them out
And
here.
then this one, that's just the top, that one,
And this
that one.
This
All of
doesn't
those?
do anything.
That blows itself up, though.
Mhm.
Okay.
And here.
Yep.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yep. Things have, they're a bit different now. Don't want to help.
I'll get it.
Okay.
You can go ahead and run.
All right, after that, we go into the color sale. So actually, here, I'll just give you a hint.
Okay.
Okay, so,
Or you have longer arms. You do the non-dynamite
Matt,
ones. Okay, so I begin the color sale, yes?
you do because you're the first player. Does anybody, so hold on, let me look at mine. Hold on, I don't want to show anybody this. So here, we'll just, All right, cool. You guys see it, they don't, cool. Good, all right, so starting with yellow. Amanda, do you wish to sell?
9.
Okay, so she shows at least one. She says how much she's willing to sell it for. 9 is shown. Good to go. Matt, do you wish to sell it?
Yes, I'll go 8.
I will go 7.
Retract.
Okay, Matt, would you like to sell?
I will go 6.
I will. It is yours for 6. Now, he can sell as many as he wishes for 6
One.
points apiece. Okay. Red still does not exist in our world. Amanda, for emeralds, do you wish to start for that?
I elect not to.
Matt?
I like not to as well.
Oh, I will. So I will show 1, and I will say 8, and I will sell 2 of them for 16 points. Hey, Banker Dave. Yeah, you actually got PC's copy of Cavum. I actually, I'm glad to see that it stayed within the group. That was cool. Good. All right. Good. All right. So now we go into aquamarine. Amanda?
I elect not to.
Matt?
I elect not to.
As do I. We go over to the crystal, the white. Amanda?
7.
Matt?
I pass.
I too shall pass. You can sell as many as you wish for 7
Just one.
apiece. And purple, starting with Amanda.
I elect not to.
Matt?
I will sell it for 5.
I pass, so you can sell multiples for 5. All right, that's the end of the color sale. Now we go into, starting with Amanda, do you wish to complete any of your, or sell to a, okay.
I do. 22.
Okay, and those go back
For this
onto
one?
the market. There you go. I got your T-Rex.
Thank you.
Okay. So you're 22, so 85. Okay. For real, I counted. I double checked. And is that all you're completing, Amanda?
Yes.
Matt?
I will complete one as well for 21.
Okay.
There and there. So 56 plus 21.
Is 77. And I will complete one of mine. I will complete this one for 15, as you all can see right there. Or actually, technically like that. Cool. All right, so 15 for yellow. So 68, that's 83. And over on your side, Matt, please.
Cool.
All right. That is the end of the second round. So now we begin anew. We turn back, well, technically, so Amanda's first, Matt's second, I'm third. We put these back out. Hey, happy 4th to all our American viewers. Thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, the last 5 tiles come out.
I think that's the highest scoring one. That one.
I have a 28.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do. I like the dragonfly. I like the red tail.
They're just so pretty. All of
So.
them.
All right, so these 2 have victory points on them. These 5 do not. And remember, you will score negative for anything that you do not fulfill at the end of this round. Now, I suppose I ought to go ahead and talk about at the end of the game. We're going to do an additional city scoring. However, the difference in this one is the fact that this is post-explosion.
Yes.
We go through the normal finishing of the round, so it's we score cities pre-explosion. But we do another one post-explosion. Then you lose any points for unfulfilled cards. And then we do a final sale. The way the final sale works is everybody just turns all your existing stones, whatever you have left, face up. Whoever is last in the scoring track then may sell 1 precious stone, chooses any stone, puts it on the highest space of whatever it is he's selling, scores that point. Then whoever's in last then does it, so on and so forth. So it is possible for the same player to continually be in last, but it might not be the case. And then whoever has the most points after the final sale wins. And I think that's actually a really clever mechanism that I've never seen before in other games, to where you do it one at a time. Okay, who's in last? Okay, who's in last? So on and so forth. So I think that's pretty cool. So.
We need to also restack our...
Oh yeah, reseat our boards. So let us do that real. Give us but a moment. I hear Mr. Bean from.
What a moment.
From.
Love Actually.
Love Actually, right? Oh.
The teensiest of moments. Hey, Mira. Can I get my tiles too, please?
There you go.
Thanks, baby.
There.
I need a vein as well, whenever you get to it. Thank you.
So are you guys able to follow along? Is it making sense now that we're 2/3 of the way through the game? I hope. Welcome, Mira. All right. Cool. So starting with Amanda, your auction for turn order, ma'am. What's the usual game length for this?
I'll do 1.
Post-teaching, assuming no teach and assuming the players know the game, even 4 players, at most 90 minutes probably, unless somebody has some real bad AP.
Yeah. It moves pretty quick.
It's only 4 rounds. So.
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Right. And we actually cover that in our review back when we reviewed it for the podcast, so hopefully that helps. It's all right, Mary, you can catch up, but that's why everything's in pieces out here. All right, so what'd you say?
1.
All right.
I'll go 2.
I will go 5.
Interesting.
It can be short. Obviously, 4 players, it would take a little bit longer, but also the amount of just brain power that you can use to try and figure this out is just, it's really, really fascinating to me. This is God, this is terrible. I realize.
Elegant.
but this is a gem of a game. It really, really is.
6.
Woo. Matt?
7.
Wow.
What?
I thought I had this easy locked up at 5. So that's 7 points by me passing. I pass. As Amanda contemplates, a current bid of 7 from Matt. That's 7 points because he desperately wants either to go first or he wants a more powerful dynamite boomstick, if you will.
Or a recipe.
Or that.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
good
what
point.
he wants. I'll pass. I don't want to spend that many points.
All right, 7 points. So back to 70.
I will go first.
Okay. Your honor, ma'am. You start the bidding for second option.
1,
3,
4,
5,
6.
pass.
Okay.
I'm okay with going last because I've netted 6 points
Correct.
by going last, so I'm okay with
But I
that.
still
So
paid less than
6.
Matt did, so that's all I cared about.
I will elect to choose
To stay
9.
there? Okay.
And I will take the big boomstick, please.
Which recipe do you want, Matt?
Well, hold on. Take your dynamite first, real
I
quick.
did.
So you did, Amanda. You need a 3 exit dynamite, and I get a big boom.
Yeah, I'll take the 27.
Okay. Interesting.
Dang it. That really sucks.
As they say,
Play better.
or playing better. Yeah, definitely. We enjoyed it as a 2-player game as well, Alex. Guys, seriously, I'd say go back and listen to
2
our
points for me,
review.
please.
I don't remember. In fact, Rob, you can look up what episode we reviewed Cavum in and let everybody know, please. All right. Do I want any of those stinky
Just
things?
for everybody, I took this one because it had a 2-point marker on it, and I only will lose 1 point if I don't complete it.
Oh, that's smart.
So
That's good.
I net 1 point no matter what.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take this 16. It's worth 2 points, so I'll go ahead and peg those. But also, I would still lose a point, but there is some purple out there, but there's a lot of aquamarine that I almost already have access to, so I figured that would be a safe get. So I selected that. Matt, it is back to you, sir, if you wish to take one.
I pass.
Pass.
And I too shall pass. So these 4 will not be selected this game. So we'll just get rid of these, move them out. All right, cool. So now we go into the building actions. So starting with Matt, going clockwise. Yeah, as John said, another really good school night game, but this is definitely going to be a heavier, thinkier option than something like what we did last week, like Castles of Burgundy or something like that. Definitely a lot more...
Brain powery.
Yes, but in the best kind of way. As you can see by the look on Matt's face.
Yes. What do I absolutely,
Pain.
positively...
Loss and loss of pain.
Yes. Definitely my favorite K&K game, I think. No, not I think. I know. It absolutely is.
So we're going to go 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Although I guess I didn't need that, did I? No, I didn't. Oh, I did. I did. No, I didn't. All right.
4, and that's green.
Are you sure, Green? Positive? All right. Squirrel? Never played it, Giovanni. Couldn't tell you. Amanda apparently played it once many moons ago and doesn't remember it. So, just never played it. Have you, Matt, played Cold Baron?
I haven't.
No.
One.
Haven't played Torres, haven't played Mexico, so keep that in mind when I say it's my favorite K&K. But even so, this thing's awfully good. Really, really good. And Rob, I assume that's food? Tim Tams?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
2, 3.
Oh! 66 Morning View says, thought you guys had some extra gems. So these are actually artwork on the board right here? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I actually saved my punch board because the punch board had gems on it.
It's just gorgeous.
It's actually really pretty. As long as you like the color beige, which we do. We like muted colors here.
The beige makes the gems pop.
It does. It really does. I really like the reds. I think they're real pretty. It's about time somebody built some. Thank you.
I knew you liked the reds.
Okay, thank you, Rob.
4.
Cool.
Okay, done.
Did that just go?
It did. He wasn't listening.
Sorry,
I
what'd
knew
you
you
say?
liked the reds.
I do. I am a Reds fan.
Okay, so that's
yes.
4.
Okay.
So
All right. I need to get this connected in because Matt was not a team player and decided to block everyone off there. So looking at this, I want to be able to come and grab that gem, although I have no shot at it. Never mind. So we also play now. You don't have to do this, but let's ask the table. Should you be able to look underneath a vein to be able to see what is underneath it? Because I'm specifically talking about this one right here, because Matt is going to be able to take that before I get a chance to go. And
I really don't know. What does it say in the rules?
I don't think it says.
Does it say in the FAQ? Here, let me look while you are thinking about other stuff.
Because that actually could dictate what I do. So I need to just forget that exists and just go this way. So, okay. So I will go ahead and go 1 here. Yeah.
It doesn't say.
So that's 2.
Tim Tams are those things that you dip in coffee and you bite one end off and use it as a straw, right? That's a Tim Tam, isn't it?
I don't rightly know.
I think so. We don't have them here in the States, though, Rob. Yeah, if the rules don't specify, like...
Are you saying you should be allowed or not be allowed?
Well, this isn't Age of Steam, so it's not the hardest option, so sure, you can look.
Okay.
I really don't know the answer, though.
I'm trying to trace my path in my head right now because I can't really do this out in front of everybody. So forgive me right now, y'all. I know it doesn't make the most exciting. Okay, got something. So that's 2. That's going to be 3. And I'll stop there because I have more plans. So yeah, so this is where I'm at on my tableau. So I've used those 2 and one of my stations for 3. And done. Squirrel, you're up.
Yeah. I'm a doofus. Just in case anybody wasn't aware of that already.
Should not, okay, so Bomb says, should not be a memory game. If the rules don't specify, should be allowed to look. All right, yeah. See, and I'm not a big fan of Stroopwafel. Amanda loves them. They're too sweet. Them. They're too sweet. It's just, every time we see Jeroen, whether it's when he comes to HeavyCon in May, or when we go to
He
Essen.
brought them to Essen for you to give to me.
Right. Yeah. Right.
He can keep bringing them as far as I'm
Yep.
Right. But I'm just they're just too sweet. Just too sweet.
One.
Oh, there you go, Matt. You're getting stroopwafel. Yeah, because everybody in this room actually is going to Essen this year. So
They go
very
great with
excited.
coffee, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, Giovanni asked me in Slack. He's like, "Do you like stroop waffles?" Uh-huh. Okay, so that was one.
No. Yes. Carry on. I was thinking. I was like, wait. I just placed the 6. Never mind. Carry on. I'm wrong. Sorry. No. I'm not. I will try it again, okay? Maybe if I had some that were super fresh, direct from the Netherlands, at Essen, we can try them
Yeah,
then.
they haven't
How's that?
traveled over to America,
Right.
maybe. Because the ones Jeroen brings are just as fresh. But they've traveled to the States.
So I will try them again.
Okay.
But man, they're sweet.
They'll still be too sweet for you.
I'm sure. But I will try it actually, put it over the cup top
that's
on
the
a coffee and try that.
You're
and see
you're
if
just not a
maybe-
big fan of super sweet things in general, I've noticed.
not since I've lost all the weight. Actually,
You really weren't before, though, either.
really?
No.
I don't know. I'll crush some cheesecake.
Yeah, but that's different.
It's not
That's
super
not
sweet.
super sweet.
Really? Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, I'm going to try
Out of all the
this.
cakes, this cheesecake is the more savory
Yeah,
of the
I
cakes.
guess. Fair point.
Can I get that one, please?
The one
The
one?
The one?
The 1, 2 in.
Okay, so
Okay.
go there.
Now, the one major thing that kind of changes in a 4-player game is more of the board gets developed, obviously, because you have a 4th player, but that's it. Yeah. You know what the pizza remark did with the food chain. That is true. That is true. But I will say I had some really good New York style pie in Columbus, Ohio during Origins. That was awesome. No stroopwafel, no beer. Good wine, that's okay, right? That's a game we still need to play there, Scott, is Homesteaders. Have yet to play that. That's the awesome thing. Like when we get requests, right? We get, how long until you guys... Think of it this way. We're not planning on the show going anywhere for a while. And by a while, I mean I'm trying to do this for a living, so a long while. We have a lot of backlog. Like, there's a ton of games. Literally, there are hundreds of games downstairs in our library that we can stream and review that we just haven't gotten to yet. That's the awesome thing about this. The fact that we're not always about the hotness. Sure, there is some of that, no doubt. But, I mean, Cavum, not exactly a brand new game. This was, 2008, 9, 10, somewhere around there?
Yeah.
So, it's been a while,
Changing mine.
obviously. Oh, very nice, Scott, or Banker Dave, but no, cheesecake should be made, New York style cheesecake, properly, no shortcuts. Screw counting calories if you're eating cheesecake, in my opinion. But I don't do that anymore. Now I'm just being smart about it, and I've kept the 50 pounds off. Weighed myself yesterday, 211. Staying in my range. Very happy about that.
Done.
Matt? Wait, no, me. Me. All right, so following this around again. There. That'll be gone. All right, slow it down. Boom. Okay, got it. Wow, really? You stationed there? Really? No, I had a plan. That's what it was. I'm going to use one of my options to go ahead and place... So that's 1, 2, yeah. Well, do I? 2. Oh, Lordy. 3, 4. Done. Matt.
Hate you just a little bit for that.
Just a little bit?
Just a little? Then
Because
we're
I just,
okay.
I think a little bit of thinking might get me around it.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles left for me.
Yes, I believe that does work. So I'm going to go 1. Turn this in for a vein, which is going to be this.
Glory to Rome. The reason I'm saying that
It's 1, 2, 3.
is I had every intention of placing a vein there next turn and not white. And you just placed that one?
Mhm.
Right? Okay. That is not pleasant of you, Matthew. I agree, Giovanni. The interaction here is awesome. I love how active the chats have been. This is great. Oh wait, chess. Oh,
It's
sorry.
probably Leo.
In Chinese chess, the elephant piece cannot cross. In Chinese chess, the elephant piece cannot cross the river. I feel like that's a metaphor, searching for an H-related meaning. Is Sekigahara still on the short list for a live playthrough? Just had a great game. Yes, it is. Probably, we're actually hoping to review it before we leave for WBC in a couple of weeks, actually. How many on the Glory to Rome board? There are currently 4 from the last 3 streams, because we started that on the 50th live stream.
Yeah, and the last stream was Glory to Romeless.
Yeah, it was. It was Glory to Romeless, but it's a winsome, so, there's... Northern Pacific, I bet, would have some, I imagine. Speaking of which, I wanted to get your guys' take on this while we have a minute, is we're considering once a month, one night a week, or one night a month, doing a Heavy Cardboard After Dark. This would be a not PC, not safe for work, don't have your kids around stream. Just, we play how we normally, and we talk how we normally talk. Less editing for less cussing. So wanted to get your guys' take and see if that would be something y'all would be interested in, or maybe not the best thing to do. So, which it actually might be both of those things. Those are not.
They're not mutually exclusive.
They are not. So, what's up, Amanda?
Thinking, can't you see the smoke?
I can smell it.
Okay, turn that in for the one. Can you put it right there for me, please? Thank you. And then I'm gonna prospect.
Wow, you didn't place any of your stations?
1, 2, 3. That's all I can get.
Wow.
Yeah, she's kind of cut off from this side of the board completely.
And that was not accidental on my part when I built that. I thought she would try and come around, but...
With what? How do I have nothing.
Well, you decided to use your build tiles there. You could have built around to come around that way. But, all right. So I'm up. Yeah, pretty much. So it sounds like the folks watching are interested in the After Dark. Cool. What does the Glory of Rome board represent? You guys can take care of that while I struggle on my turn here.
The game Glory to Rome, you can play Legionnaires, and they demand things. Rome demands silk or whatever, I don't remember. And if you can't, then you say Glory to Rome. It's a glorified FU, just without saying it. So Sweater Mike started it, and now it's kind of picked up. And now we have a board.
Yeah, that move you made may have not been in my best interest.
Yes.
I do not like you very much at this moment.
Glory to Rome.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, with the way that one's surrounded, that wouldn't really do anything.
No, but it's all about, you know what? Instead, I will do this. I still have one. Shoot. Okay, let's see. Well, I guess that's okay, actually. You know what? I'm going to stop right there and just place that one. I'm done. Matt, you're up.
All right.
And so far, everybody's saying yes.
Okay, cool.
And just
all right.
make sure it's
It's
labeled
labeled properly, yes.
It's going to go right there. I'm going to turn this in for, doesn't really matter, I just want some points over there. And then I'm going to prospect.
Okay.
And that just goes away.
Heavy cuss board, right?
So, I'm going to start here with this guy. He's going to come through to this, pick that one up.
Can't.
Oh, yeah, up and down.
Okay.
So he's going to go back and forth, pick that. Then straight through here for that. Then across here for that. Then down into the green. Oops. Back up, over to here, through the yellow, down to the white, over to
Wow.
this, and end right there.
Okay, clear that the vein.
Jeez.
All right. Well, that's what. Okay. So here's a good example. That was excellent, very well done. But at the same time, it's why I waited. That's why I stalled, so I could build my mind for what it is that I want to build it on. All right. So I have 4 actions. I'm now last here, so I see no reason not to go ahead and take all 4 of my actions. So. All right, so now that everyone's done, I can actually trace this out loud. So here we go. Let's see if I want to make sure. Here, through here, come down. Oh, and this should clear as well.
Yes.
All right, so here, to there, to there, to there. Over, there. Can't place a mine now. How did that happen? Huh. Was there a... No, there wasn't a vein. How...
What?
That's legit. I mean,
What are you looking at?
this one.
Okay.
It replaced.
Oh,
One,
that's
two.
dirty. I didn't even see that. Will? Okay, so coming around this way. Oh, there we go. There to there. So I can hit everything that's left on the board except for the green over there. So I would like to go ahead and hit one more. So if I were to place this here, can I get to it? Yep,
Yeah.
that'll work. So what do I need? Let's see, I have that. I need a second purple. There's no purple out there, but there is a red. And I'm hitting aquamarine, so I need purple. Throw 4 purples on there, please. I'll go ahead and place that as number 2. I will turn in this tile to go ahead and take one of my stations to put there. Yeah. That's 3, and then we'll prospect for 4. So, all right. So, if I start here, come around there, through this, there, wait a minute. Yeah, here, through there, around, through this, here, there, over through the green, to the aquamarine,
Nice.
and out.
You're a jerk, but nice.
All right, so we got all these puppies now. So what do we need? I need that, that, and that, and I have those free.
No,
Cool.
That's a blue, not a white, but you've got it, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Not that I can see any of that.
No, right. Yeah, it's, imagining all that. All right, cool. So now we go into city scoring. So the only one up there that's scoring is Amanda. And Amanda's doing considerably better. So go ahead and count that.
3 points.
No, it's 5.
It's 5.
Because it's like those are empty,
Oh,
right?
those are empty, right?
Right. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for blue. This city.
That's why that was so important for me to trade.
That makes sense. No, that was well done. So, and there you go. That's how an explosion can change things, right? So through here, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3 times 2 for 6. This city here, this one is empty. Matt can connect. I can connect. So 1, 2, 3, 4 each. All 3 of us, or all 3 of these can connect to their various stations.
I get 8, you get 4.
Yep, Amanda gets 8, so that's 4, 8, and I get 4. And that's all the city scoring, and then kaboom.
Boom goes the dynamite.
All right, so this one blows. The top one here will go. Those are out. This one goes. Well, here, we'll do this, the whole stack, so both of those and this. Then this one will go, which will take the top one here. Did I miss anything? That's it. Okay, so all those would go back on the board, but it's third turn, it does not matter. So now we go into the color sale. So, starting with Matt, yellow, do you wish to sell, sir?
Yes, I will sell a yellow for 7.
Amanda, would you
Just a
wish
second.
to sell? Okay. We have not stringed Glory to Rome yet.
It'd get a little confusing though, wouldn't it?
It would,
6.
yes. You'll sell that for 6. I'll sell for 5.
I'll sell for 4.
Oh, it's yours for 4. You can sell as many as you wish for 4.
Just 1 for 4.
Matt? All right, then we go into red. Starting with Matt, do you wish to sell red?
I do not.
And Amanda?
I wish I like not to.
I too shall not sell red. So now we go into green. Matt, would you like to sell green?
I choose not to.
Amanda?
I'm so confused. I choose not to.
I shall. I show 1. I will sell 1 for 8 points for yellow. 107. Done. We go into aquamarine or blue. Matt, would you care to sell?
I choose not to.
Amanda?
Choose not to.
I will for 7, sir. 1, 2,
There it
3,
is.
and 4 more. And we go to white or crystal. Matt?
I choose not to.
Amanda?
7.
I will go 5.
How about it, buddy?
All right, so I will sell that for 5. All right, and then purple. Matt?
I will sell for 7.
Amanda, do you wish to sell?
Choose not to.
I elect not to as well. So for 7 for Matt to 85. All right, now fulfilling order cards. So starting with Matt, would you like to fulfill any?
I would like to fulfill 2.
Nice, 42 points. And put those back. We need the gems back on there though. 42. So 15 and 25, 127 for Matt. Temporarily has taken the lead. Amanda, would you like to fulfill any?
Just 1.
Ooh, 26.
26.
So make it 25, make it 20, goes to 120. All right, then for me, I will fulfill both of these. So that is a total of 44 points. If you will put these on the board for me, please. 44. What are we at? We're at 19. Go 20, and 43 is 63. Okay, so now that the game has ended, now we go into final scoring. Final scoring says we do another city scoring. So, starting at the top, Amanda, she's going to score 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because those are empty spaces. I still can connect, so 1, 2, 3, that's going to be 6 points. 2 and 4 more. And then this city, nothing, because they're boom, right? Everything will connect here. So Amanda will score 8. I will score 4.
Wait, show me how you connect.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, you can get through
You
the
do?
vein.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So
I
8
went
for
this
you.
way and it didn't work.
Yeah. One more. All right. So that's city scoring. Nobody. Sorry, Amanda does lose 1 point for the one that she does not fulfill.
But I got 2 points when I picked it up.
Correct. And now we go into the final sale. So starting with red, who's in last place. Do you wish to sell any gems? You have no gems. So then we go into Amanda.
Which I will just sell a
Wait
bunch.
a minute. Hold
What?
on. Yes, you can. Okay, I
What?
wanted to make sure because you're not in last, whether or not
Oh,
you could
well,
sell, but you can. Go
I don't
ahead.
see why
So you
not.
sell 1 gem.
Okay, so 3.
No. Okay. Oh, and then Amanda
I
sells
continue to
again.
sell.
Correct.
4.
4.
So
and
4
then
more, please.
I get to sell for 3.
Matt, 4 more, please.
1, 2, 3. And there's your final scores. 175, 139, and thank you for playing.
127.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Can you guys tell that he's gotten a lot more comfortable running a stream?
Yeah.
I definitely have, because when I first started, I think the first 30 streams or so.
Yeah.
I don't think I
And
won a
now
single
you're starting
game.
to kill it because you're getting so used to
Yeah.
it.
Right. So now.
So this is how it is normally, just so y'all are aware.
No, it's not. We all win equally.
I wouldn't say equally.
No.
No.
We all win.
Not
sometimes.
equally. Yes.
Okay. All right. Fair
Yeah.
enough. All right. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter.
We-
So.
We all play and enjoy it equally.
All right.
Correct.
Fair.
We
That's
don't
a fair
win
point. Right.
easily. Or equally.
So thoughts on Cavum?
It's so pretty.
That's your first thought, really?
Of course it is, yeah.
Okay.
But I like the Age of Steamness with explosions.
Yeah.
The explosions are like one of the best parts of the game.
No, and I like the chaos that
Mm-hmm.
it introduces because it's a completely player-driven
Yep.
chaos, 100%. There is no randomness here.
No.
The players have dictated where the explosions will happen or not happen.
And you've dictated where the veins are. You've dictated what veins. You don't roll a die and, oh, that's aquamarine. Dang it, I really needed it to be ruby. You know, you dictate everything.
Yeah,
Right.
And
Yep.
you see where they go. You see what you know at the very beginning what dynamite other people have. You can kind of see where it might be going. You can still forget and have it screw you up, but
But at least you
Here
knew
nor there.
at one point.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I think this, every time this game comes out and hits the table, I think to myself, we should play this more.
Yeah.
You know, truly. This is a great Game of the Month candidate, I feel like.
Definitely, yeah.
It plays great across the entire player count. It's one of my favorites. It's definitely a top 20 game for me.
Yeah, it's really, it's
and
really
after you get
good.
1 or 2 plays on your belt, it plays pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because
it
you're just
really
like,
does.
oh, here,
Yeah, and
here.
especially if you're not thinking out loud, like we always say, it takes a lot. It takes longer on the stream, but
Right.
if the three of us sat right down to play it again, we'd play it in like probably
Less than 90 minutes.
Yeah, like an
Yeah.
hour.
Right. Yep. So, all right. Cool. Well, thank you guys for doing this, taking this time out for your holiday. Thank you, everybody at home
Yes.
who has taken time out for their holiday, or not, if you're not American, I suppose. But
Or if you're watching it later.
Yeah, right, definitely. So we really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget the alarm there if you haven't watched our What's Coming Up episodes, the weekly look ahead where we let you guys know what time and when. We stream that. That's also available on the podcast. If you haven't checked out the podcast, do so. We think we do a pretty good job reviewing games. That's where all our reviews live, is on the podcast. Last but not least, big thanks to the 255 folks out there that support us on Patreon. If you want this to continue as often as it's going on, it's imperative that we get the support to be able to allow me to do this full time, so that we can be prepared for when you guys get off of work and everything, and boom, we can just get right into it.
Yep.
So if you're enjoying the extra content, consider supporting us, patreon.com/heavy cardboard. We definitely would appreciate it. Everybody, definitely enjoyed the chatter back and forth.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun, and go out, enjoy the holiday, enjoy the fireworks if that's your thing, and thanks, Britain, for letting us break away, or not, winning the war.
Letting
Not
us.
letting us.
Letting
Right?
us.
Yeah.
The
Right.
first Brexit.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, say goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Later, y'all.